Will the Senate please come to order? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Ocasio.
Present.
Senator Baker.
Here.
Senator Chang.
Here.
Senator DeCoit.
Here.
Senator Dela Cruz. Senator Favela.
Here.
Senator Gabbard. Senator Ihara.
Present.
Senator Inoue.
Present.
Senator Kanuha. Senator Keith Agaran. Senator Keoho Kalole. Senator Kidani.
Aloha.
Senator Kim. Senator Lee. Senator Misalucha.
Present.
Senator Moriwaki.
Present.
Senator Nishihara. Senator Rhodes. Senator Riviere. Senator San Buenaventura. Senator Shimabukuro. Senator Taniguchi.
Here.
Senator Wakai. Mr. President.
Present.
All 25 members are present.
Thank you. The chair has read the journal of the preceding day and approves the same. Are there any introductions this morning? Senator Nishihara. If you would use your microphone, Senator Nishihara.
Up in the gallery is my niece, Dawn Yoshimura, and her husband, Anders Friedland, who's from Sweden. If they two would rise. Thank you.
Thank you. Further introductions, Senator Rhodes.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. I just wanted to mention that U.S. Attorney Claire Connors is here, former Attorney General. Welcome to the chamber.
Senator Misalucha.
Aloha. How blessed we are in District 16 that we have the gift of music. And in fact, we have two people in the gallery who are responsible for that. Michael Nakasone, former director of Pearl City High School Learning Center and a National Association Hall of Famer in the High School Band National Association Hall of Fame. Mr. Nakasone, can you please rise? And we have the current director of bands at Pearl City High School, and he will be inducted in the High School Band Directors National Association Hall of Fame. That's Chadwick Kamei. Joining Mr. Nakasone as his guest, Brenda Nakasone, please stand, his wife, his son, Ken Nakasone, Laura Nakasone, daughter-in-law, Shelly Kikuchi, daughter, Brody Nakasone, grandson, and Rylan Nakasone, grandson. Also joining, all of you, can you just please stand, it will be great. And also joining them would be principal of Pearl City High School, Joe Halfman. Thank you so much for joining us in the gallery today. Thank you, President.
Thank you. Further introductions? Not Madam Clerk.
House Communication numbers 716 and 717 return Senate concurrent resolutions which were adopted in the House unamended. And House Communication number 718 informs the Senate that the House has appointed conferees to various House bills.
File.
On pages 8 to 13, Standing Committee Report numbers 3996 to 4002 for one-day notice.
So ordered.
On pages 13 to 15, Advise and Consent.
If there are no objections from the members, we will be taking advise and consent on consent.
Standing Committee Report number 3989 to 3994 on Governor's messages for adoption.
Is there any discussion? If not, do we have unanimous consent?
25 ayes.
Thank you. The nominees for said governor's messages have been confirmed. Senator Inoue.
Thank you, Mr. President. May I introduce members of the Land Use Commission that are here with us. We do have Koike Kamakea Ohelo, and he is representing our cultural Native Hawaiian group. We have Mel Kahele, an at-large member, and George Atta, at-large member as well. Welcome to the Capitol.
Do we have any other late introductions? Not, Madam Clerk.
On the bottom of page 15, Standing Committee Report number 3995 on Governor's Message number 596, Holly Shikada, gubernatorial nominee as Attorney General of the State of Hawaii for adoption.
Is there any discussion? Senator Rhodes.
Thank you, Mr. President. Rising in support of GM 596.
Please proceed.
Ms. Shikata is a graduate of UH Manoa and the William S. Richardson School of Law. Since law school, she's had a long and successful legal career. She was an associate in private practice. Deciding that she was really interested in public service, she has served in the Department of the Attorney General since 1989. She began as a Deputy Attorney General working in the Family Law Division, appearing in court daily and handling over 100 trials. Based on her commitment to the work and her efforts to learn as much as she could about the family court system, she was given the opportunity to work with the senior family court judge of the First Circuit to revamp the family court's adoption system. Working together with the family court, they were able to clear years of backlog adoption cases and remodel the system to greatly expedite the processing of paperwork and scheduling of adoption hearings. Ms. Shikata had been working in the Family Law Division for 10 years when she was asked to head the newly created Felix unit. The purpose of forming the unit was to assign a Deputy Attorney General whose primary focus was to work with the Departments of Education and Health in the federal court in achieving substantial compliance with the consent decree. The new assignment resulted in her transfer to the Education Division in 1999. Ms. Shikata served as supervisor of the Education Division from 2003 until April 2021, when she was asked to be the first Deputy Attorney General. While Ms. Shikata received mostly positive testimony, questions were raised by credible testifiers as well. I support Ms. Shikata's nomination. I also challenged her to make the most of her time in the position to address the legitimate concerns that have been raised in the confirmation process. Mahalo.
Thank you, Senator Rhodes. Any further discussion? Not, do we have unanimous consent?
25 ayes.
Thank you. Hawai'i Shikata has been confirmed as Attorney General of the State of Hawaii. Senator Rhodes.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's my honor and privilege to present our new Attorney General, Hawai'i Shikata. She is joined today by her daughter, Sharice Shikata. If you could stand too. Her mother, Irene Matsuo, her sister, Sherry Yamaguchi, and her aunt, Catherine Ikeda. Welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
On page 16, final reading.
If there are no objections from the members, we will be taking final reading on consent, and we will be taking all 4 bills on the OD for final reading in one motion.
Final reading on all bills on page 16, from Senate Bill 3044, House Draft 1 to Senate Bill 3311, House Draft 2.
Is there any discussion? If not, do we have unanimous consent?
25 ayes.
Thank you. Said bills on page 16 pass final reading.
Referrals and re-referrals.
Referrals and re-referrals are made in accordance with the supplemental orders of the day that may be filed later today.
On page 17, miscellaneous business, reconsideration of disagreement to House amendments and motions to agree. Senate Bill 2002, House Draft 2 relating to fair housing reasonable accommodations, and Senate Bill 3113, House Draft 1 relating to Kupuna Care Program.
Senator San Buenaventura.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move that the Senate reconsider its previous action in disagreeing to the amendments made by the House to SB number 2002 SD2 and SB number 3113 SD2 and agree to said amendments.
Senator Decoy.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Senator San Buenaventura.
Thank you. The main difference between the SD2 and the HD2 version is for SB 2002 is the effective date of November 22 versus upon approval, which is minor, and that's the reason I am agreeing to it. And as far as SB 3113 HD1, main difference is the reporting requirement, which the Executive Office of Aging is agreeing to do. So thank you.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Any objections? If not, the motion is carried. One-day notice is hereby given for final reading of SB 2002 HD2 and SB 3113 HD1.
Senate Bill 2043, House Draft 1, relating to candidate committee and non-candidate committee organizational reports, and Senate Bill 3046, House Draft 2, making an emergency appropriation to the Department of the Attorney General.
Senator Rhodes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate reconsider its previous action in disagreeing to the amendments made by the House to SB 2043 and SB 3046 SD1 and agree to said amendments.
Senator Decoy.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion, Senator Rhodes?
Thank you, Mr. President. On SB 2043 HD1 relating to candidate committees and non-candidate committee organizational reports, I rise in support of this motion. This measure will delete outdated references in candidate and non-candidate committee organizational reports. And the House version had a clean effective date, and I believe we should agree to the HD1. On SB 3046, this making an emergency appropriation to the Department of the Attorney General. This measure will provide necessary funding to the Attorney General's office to support major litigation involving the state. There are several ongoing lawsuits that require the retention of expert witnesses and specialized legal counsel. The House inserted an appropriation of $4 million and language allowing the funds to lapse on June 30, 2023, and made the date effective upon approval. I believe the Senate should agree to the HD2. Mahalo.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Any objections? If not, the motion is carried. One-day notice is hereby given for final reading of SB 2043 HD1 and SB 3046 HD2.
Senate Bill 2817, House Draft 1, relating to education annual report requirements.
Senator Kidani.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate reconsider its previous action in disagreeing to the amendments made by the House to Senate Bill number 2817 SD1 and agree to said amendments.
Senator Decoy.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Senator Kidani.
Thank you, Mr. President. The only amendments made in the House draft of Senate Bill 2817 were technical and non-substantive, and to provide a clean effective date of upon approval. Senate Bill 2817 HD1 cleans up some older reporting requirements for the Department of Education that were set in statute and are now outdated. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Any objections? If not, the motion is carried. One-day notice is hereby given for final reading of SB 2817 HD1.
No further business, Mr. President.
Are there any announcements today? Senator Chang.
Thank you, Mr. President. I request a waiver of the public notice requirement pursuant to Senate Rule 21 in order to hold a hearing on HCR 108 and HCR 126 HD1. These measures are being heard late because of scheduling issues due to the new conference schedule.
Waiver is granted. Senator Chang.
Thank you, Mr. President. Your Committee on Housing will hold a public hearing on these measures on Thursday at 10:00 a.m. in Conference Room 225. The notice was filed in the clerk's office yesterday afternoon.
Are there any further announcements? Senator Gabbard.
Mr. President, colleagues, staff, and guests, please join me in celebrating today's auspicious birthday of our senator from District 10, who turned 71 today. He has served in the State House of Representatives since 1987 to 1994, and has been serving his constituents in the state since 1995. So we wish you a happy birthday. Manuia lau aso fanau.
For those in the gallery, the birthday wishes have gone out to Senator Ihara, who by a short window is the longest serving member in the Senate, with Senator Taniguchi a close second. Any further announcements? The chair has one. There will be a Senate leadership meeting immediately after we adjourn today. Senator Decoy.
I move that the Senate stand adjourned until 12 noon tomorrow.
Senator Favela.
Second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. If there are no objections from the members, the Senate will stand adjourned until noon tomorrow.